Nothing screams fall like beets. Welcome to the inaugural and perhaps last episode of No Weekend Wasted Kitchen. I like to do experiments with food that would typically not be put under the category of delicious or gourmet or perhaps even edible. But it's fun, and a lot of my quote-unquote cooking is often driven out of a desire to be healthy. And that's why today I'm going to combine coffee and beets. I'm going to make beetroot coffee. Now, that might sound very strange, and I agree that it is, but there are health benefits of beets that you can read about. A lot of it has to do with increasing blood flow, and I've seen studies that say that that is legit, and I've seen studies that have said that is not legit. Be that as it may, today is more about experimentation and an adventure than proving a scientific theory. So what I have here is a Vitamix that I've borrowed from a family member. I got fairly modestly sized beets here, and I've already chopped it up over here in the corner. Anytime you cook with beets, it ends up looking like a horror film in your kitchen and your hands. I wash my hands. So I've got everything ready to go, including coffee that is ready and rolling. It is an autumn blend of coffee, in fact. So I take the coffee, pour it in a favorite mug. Probably going to need more than I would normally drink out of a single mug, but let's see. Again, I've never done this. So I'm going to put the coffee in first, and next I'm going to put the beets. And I am going to include the beet greens because they have nutritional value. Now that'll be quite bizarre in a cup of coffee, but again, that's kind of the point, as well as nutrition, if it is indeed nutritious. Again, one of the fun things about beets is the color and what it does to your hands. So don't wear a white t-shirt when you're cooking with beets, unless you want red on your white t-shirt. And I can see that I do want more coffee in there. So let's add more coffee. I don't know how this is going to blend, but we're about to find out. So, I put the top on. Get ready for loud noises. Apologies on the forefront. Oh, and also, I need to make sure that it's in an outlet that is roaring and ready to go. Again, this is the inaugural episode. Now you can see the blender is working. And with a Vitamix, what's really cool about it is you can gradually bring up the heat. So right now it's on a very low setting, which I think is a healthy way to start. Don't want to do too much too quick. But then as you gradually start to add, the rumbling of the beet coming into contact with the coffee is greater and greater. And it's got this really cool kind of lava looking color, like kind of a pink brown something. We're getting into the high levels here. Get ready. I think it's a good consistency. And then we slowly bring it back down. So let's see what coffee and beets smell like. Okay, it smells like that kind of sweet beet scent. If you've ever cooked with beets, there is a sweet quality. It honestly smells pretty good. Now, I'm going to pour it actually into a glass to really give the color. It's rich with a nice foamy head, kind of like a Guinness. A Guinness for vampires, which is very appropriate here in the holiday fall season. So, now we will know what beet coffee tastes like. Well, it's very bitter. The consistency is surprisingly good for the fact that there are vegetables in this coffee. There's still a little bit of fiber though, clearly. And one of the reasons to combine these two is that beets themselves already give you kind of a buzzy kind of feeling, like a coffee kind of buzz, because of those benefits that we talked about before. So this, you know what, this is pretty interesting. Like, it probably looks disgusting and maybe others would consider it, but I kind of like the caffeine of the coffee and the benefits of the beets together. Very vegetably kind of flavored coffee, but again, interesting sensations that are coming from it. So thank you for joining on this episode of the No Weekend Wasted Kitchen. Cheers.